Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for giving me a voice and screen. I will today talk about the ideas of development of renewable energy and overall development of sub-Saharan African countries, Sahel countries, based on research published in Environmental Science and Pollution Research by Professor Danish from uh, from Foreign Economics and Trade Guangdong University. Professor Danish is one of 10 mostly cited authors according to Scopus, and his works contains that in several points how to make development of countries and the carbon without carbon dioxide emission and without making extra pollution. Because he discerned that globalization is two findings. One is to make the new technology globally, but second, in the CAPS territories, the trouble is that the jump of every civilization jump increase for example on Sahel area, whereas related to increase of carbon dioxide. And in this case shows that we need to find model that will prevent to jump throughout the newest technology without sub steps. It needs to be because it needs for our global safety for making that. He proposed that globalization is big challenge in hazards because pollution and area. And she show example of Congo where sudden jump causes that we have the spillage of many waste from Europe, and this is making negative skills due to insufficient environmental work because there is nexus which the inequality environmental wind jump will not be used by the richer countries to utilize their waste, but also maybe can help, but without endangering the environment of local environment. And and now when it's after some Mali war and decrease and maybe Nigeria and sub-Saharan countries needs to be helped, and this help needs to be jumped and still in some safe steering without destroying, because Sahel area is very area which is easily to be destroyed and destroy of Africa because it catch the Sahara's desert for development. Therefore, the sub-Saharan countries needs to be developed in such way that they will not increase this desertation, but instead even enforce and stop the gradual desertation of Africa and economic global warming. This shows many analyses throughout that significant input and reducing inequality forced the increase of carbon dioxide and then greenhouse effect and then flat research. He connect that we have the renewable source, the newest, not the old fashion, but the world needs to find way to have jump and have in education because they don't understand and make it because if we not make it properly, the whole world would be suffering from the floods and carbon dioxide and greenhouse effect and pollution. We need to give some help by doing this help, showing that if the step not the recent but is bad because, for example, he give example as moving old car there is bad because not uh, they used instead utilization and still producing, giving some uh, pollution transfer from one country to another. We need to show that it's good is transfer, but we need to show that some examples are bad, are just because they need to travel, but not to repeat. We need to find key independent variables and economical model that will give these countries availability. The good idea is for Namibia and green energy as for them, given by European Union. And this shows that we can make help without destroying local environment, which is very simple because it is sub-Saharan Africa. It contains also some medicaments, so destroying the green area, not preserving them, gives stop us for developing other medicinal purposes. Therefore, we should globalize and use renewable energy also, but in modest research technique. So to give to not the very efficient photovoltaics and also helping in biogas planting, but also with agreeing with local condition. So maybe thermophilic, for example, thermophilic bacteria are unsuitable for Europe would be very good solution in sub-Saharan Africa. Right now, when the temperature is so high, so often, this can reduce the current stage, a desertation of Africa, because we need to stop the growing of Sahara desert and stop this negative impact because this deforestation nearby the Sahara caused us the Sahara sandstorm are even sometimes coming to the Europe more often than earlier. So this is the important thing. How they change Professor Danish thinking, how to make change. And we need to create a new economical model that and policymakers legislation that will prevent and preserve Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, uh, promotion, upgrading, and this giving the newest technology and newest ideas and good education. Thank you very much for listening to me.